Disillusioned millennial who grew up believing in the American dream only to have it stolen from me by inflation. I thought I would have a house at this stage of my life. Instead, I'm watching memes about how the government discovered aliens. To be honest with you, I don't even care. Why? Because this stupid news isn't gonna help me buy a house. I digress. After sitting camera off through a bunch of meetings at work, I decided to take a quick Target break to make myself feel better. I went to Target to make myself feel better, but it only made me feel worse. Why? Because I ended up spending $70 on toothpaste, mouthwash, eggs, and leave-in conditioner. Just another reminder of why I can't buy a house. I decide to end the day binge watching Succession to disassociate from my miserable life. And forget the fact that I still owe Biden my student loans.
Can you please lower the prices of food or make it easier to access?
Absolutely not.
What's really crazy about this is that I was talking to somebody who works at Walmart a few days ago. My friend told me that they have seen way more people stealing in the past month than they've seen in the whole 3 years that they've worked at Walmart. And I said, what do you guys do when they steal? And they said, we turn our backs because legally they can't do anything, but also because she doesn't fucking care. She sees how much fucking food is. She's not judging them, so she just doesn't say anything. And honestly, I don't judge them either. Like, I'm not even surprised that people are stealing food at this point. People are literally starving out there. The only way we're making it is by couponing. So I'm not surprised that people are stealing food. And honestly, it's only going to get worse. If something isn't done about these corporations and their price gouging and calling it inflation, things are just literally going to continue to get worse. And people will continue to steal. We are the...
Yeah, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed, Yerach Chapatazah from the great millstone Chicago branch. Coming at you another real quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be The Squeeze is Here. Inflation. All right, be it, well, it's all bullshit, but these companies, these corporations, all right, the powers that be, they're putting the squeeze on people. All right, they're making life more expensive than ever. And of course, wages are not increasing, okay, which is leading to people being in desperation, which is leading to an uptick in crime, especially theft, all right, amongst grocery stores and things like that. And people are just getting tired of it. People are getting worn out. And this video, I found it on World Star. It's rather lengthy, so I'm not going to play it all. I just want to play that one clip. And people are just, they feeling it out here, man. You know, hey, shit, the men of the Lord feeling it. But the thing about it is that this is the part of the day that we're looking for, okay? We're looking for the squeeze. We're looking for people to be brought to their knees. We're looking for people to really just bug out. You know, we're looking for the sedition. We're looking for uprisings, okay? Because these signs are the signs at the coming of the kingdom of heaven, all right? This is the signs that Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is closer than ever to his grand return to the earth, wherein he's going to set up a kingdom of righteousness. But before all those goodly and pleasant things happen, there has to be a great destruction, okay? There has to be a great collapse, all right, of America, which is really Rome all over again, okay? But people are feeling it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like the lady said, it's only going to get worse. The elites are going to bring people to their knees to the point where they will do anything. They will be in such desperation that they will bend the knee and succumb to the whims of the government, in which the end game of the government is to implant everybody with a microchip, okay? Now, hey, I don't give a fuck if I sound like a broken record, all right? Hey, this is the prophecy. These things have to happen, all right? But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, I'm just giving you a play-by-play, all right, of how they're getting ready to do it, you know. And people are just, they're tired of it. They're getting worn out. I'm going to come back to that. It's going to come to a point people are just going to rebel. This is the book of Job. It's the book of Job, chapter 20, and verse, I start at 19. Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not, right? Because what's happening? Foreclosures are going on. You know, this devil is so wicked, your house can be paid off in principle, right? You can pay off the amount for a house, but if you don't pay the property taxes, the land taxes, Esau will come and take your shit. Okay, he will foreclose on your property, bro. Totally unrighteous. This man is the goddamn devil. But what? That's a part of his oppression. All right, verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save that which he desired. And Esau, Edom, man, you're feeling it. These elites, don't get it twisted. You know, just because they have resources, all right, just because they have a lot of riches that they've stolen, don't think they're sleeping, all right, a good night's sleep. You better believe that they see the things that are happening and they see the men of the Lord prophesying. That's what scares the shit out of them. Okay? Because they know that their time is coming where they're going to be violently taken out of power. Okay? But continuing on, 21, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. Verse 22 is the point. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And when you look up that word wicked, it goes into the laborer, the workers, the working class. All right. So as this devil, as he's prepping and, you know, going through with his great reset, all right, the people are going to rebel. You know what I mean? The working class is going to have enough, and there's going to be a rebellion, all right, a great sedition against the government. OK, people are just flat out going to get fucking tired of it, man. People are already calling. I believe here in Chicago on the west side, there's a building and the tenants have organized to just stop paying rent because the landlord is a slumlord. You know, he refuses to fix things, but he demands full rent. So the people came together and said, fuck you, we're not paying our rent. All right, now what you gonna do? All right, and you're going to see a lot more movements like that. People are just going to be like, to hell with this. You know what I mean? We're not paying rent. Hey, people are just going to get more and more emboldened to enter into grocery stores and just say, fuck you, and just smash and grab, you know, which is going to also lead to more scarcity. All right. Increased food deserts in urban areas where a lot of you Israelites are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And then that's just going to inspire Jake to just go to well-to-do neighborhoods and wreck shit, pulling kick doors. All right. Rifling through people's houses. All right. Strong arm and shit. All right. It's going to be pushed to a point where all out chaos is going to happen in America, to the point where the military will have to be employed and deployed throughout America. All right. I mean, a full on police state. OK, it's not going to be enough police. Hell, the police. All right. They're a part of that working class. The police are going to say, fuck you. And here in Chicago, police are paid very well, but they overwork the shit out of them, man. All right. So there's going to be a lot of badges thrown to the ground as this shit gets worse. So, and then they're just going to have to bring in NATO, all right, which are foreign troops that are going to have jurisdiction over American citizens. And then that's just going to cause more hell, because then American citizens are just not even going to have any respect for the government. Matter of fact, where is that at? It's in Second Ezra's. Shall not regard. This is Second Ezra's chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. What is sedition? Rebellion against the government. It says, and invading one another. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of strong arming, a lot of kick doors, right? It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? So their governments, You know what I mean? Your mayors, your governors, all right, your politicians, your presidents, they're not going to give a damn. All right, your police superintendents, all that. These people are going to say fuck you, and a lot of people that are in these high-ranking positions of authority in society, they're going to say fuck you to the government. All right, so it's just going to be an all-out rebellion. It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So people are going to band together, okay, and create groups of vigilantes, okay? It's just going to be street justice out here. This is what's going to come with the collapse of society. There's going to be street justice out here. And I'm not even mentioning the blackouts, EMPs, natural disasters, pandemics, plagues that are becoming. Man, this shit is about to get so real here in America. All right? It is about to get so real out here. And these people, these ignorant souls out here, they're going to be without hope. All right? They're going to be without hope. And that's when people are going to really lose it. Gerald Celente says, man, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. All right. That's faithful and true, man. Okay. That's faithful and true, man. All right. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 12, that at the time ye were without Yahushua. And this is talking about the elect, right? Those that have woken up in the world. We didn't know about Yahushua. We didn't know about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, right? So we didn't know about our history. We didn't know the great things that are required of us and the great goodness and promises to come to us. We didn't know who we were. All right. And the Wadi Shai, our eyes have been opened. All right. It says having no hope and without God in the world. All right. Do you know, like that feels helpless, to be without hope in the world. That's going to be these people. All right. These people are going to be without hope in the world. They're going to be looking to presidents. They're going to be looking to congressmen. They're going to be looking to politicians to sort things out and make it better. But the reality of it is they're not. It's not going to get any better. The squeeze is here and it's just going to get tighter. Okay? And it's going to cause people to really bug out, man. That's why it's very imperative that we keep our eyes on Yahweh Shai, man. Turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the spirit of repentance, offend less, and endure. All right? Because everybody else that has any other plans outside of that, man, you're cooked. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's 2/3 of our people walking around in America, as well as the rebels outside of America. Okay? I'm talking about you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and as well as the strangers that look like the heathen, but whose bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Because this word is going forth. They're going to hear this word too, and they're going to be without excuse. Okay? And you want to cover with the covering, but not of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You want to cover with the covering of being an American. You want to cover with the covering of being a Republican. You want to Democrat. You want to cover with the covering of being liberal, conservative, or independent. All these different suits these people put on, okay, as far as representation of what they believe in, as far as their ideology. None of that shit is going to profit. All right. It's all bullshit. Okay. At the end of the day, these elite are being moved by Satan. They have very sinister plans that they want to go forth and perform, man. And the only way to endure through all of that is through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the strong tower. Any other way, you're just going to fall, man. All right. And be confounded. Verse 2, that walk down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. See? And that's these people. That's these people. You depending on people to band together and rise up against the government. Yeah, they're going to rise up against the government. People ain't going to band together. It's not going to happen. All right. Americans are just far too fucking weird. All right. It's far too many subclasses of people. It's far too many different parties. It's far too many people believing in different shit that you're not going to come to the same end game. So there's no order. As it is written, do all things decently and in order. You know, I forget the quote. I think it was, I forget if it was Confucius, but basically the quote goes, an army that is animated with the same spirit will have victory. Okay. And if not, you're going to lose, you know? So that's why the elect are going to prevail, because what? Our minds and our eyes is on the prize, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and his kingdom. Okay? Which is in the fear of the Lord. All right? If the fear of the Lord ain't at the forefront of your enterprise, it's all going to fail. Period. I'll say it again. If the fear of the Lord is not at the forefront of your enterprise, if that is not the premise of what it is that you're doing and trying to accomplish, then it's all going to fail. It's all for naught and it's all vain. All right. It says, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Okay. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. Verse 5, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. And that's what's coming to these Americans. All right. A shame and a reproach. Completely confoundment, if that's even the word. Utter defeat is coming, man. Okay. And these people are going to bug the hell out, man. And we're here for it. All right. We here at the Great Mills. Hey, we're here for it, man. All right. Let the fucking games begin. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to look out for his elect. I'm going to end it off on that second Ezra. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going. This is second Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. See that? So the elect is going to be straight, man. All right. Trouble and heaviness is here. All right. The squeeze is here. And then here comes the boom. Shalom.